Hi guys, we're going to do an activity together today so that we can look at our zones throughout the day. So if we think about how our feelings and our emotions might change, it happens all throughout the day. Our emotions change, we feel different things. So we're going to look at it by doing this activity together called My Daily Zones. So I've got all my zones here: red, yellow, green, and blue. And the first thing I'm going to do on my paper is write my name. And I'm going to write it right underneath where it says My Daily Zones. And I wrote Miss Moser. You guys can write your name. Now the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to think about all the parts of my day. And I'm going to write them on the bottom so that it's kind of like my schedule. So the first thing that I do in the mornings is breakfast. I'm going to write breakfast. That's the first thing I do at school. Then let's say that the next thing I do is that I have lead class. And I'm going to write specials underneath because you don't have lead every single day. Next, I'm going to say that I have math and I have lunch. I have reading, and then I go home. This is like my little daily schedule. So breakfast, specials, math, lunch, reading, and then it's time to go home. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write or draw a little dot in the zone that I'm in during these parts of my day. So during breakfast, I'm in the green zone because I like to have breakfast. So I'm going to draw a dot right above breakfast in the green zone. When I look next at specials, I'm also in the green zone during specials. So I'm going to draw a little dot. Next is math. Miss Moser is not the best at math, and sometimes I get frustrated. So I'm going to draw a dot beside the yellow zone. But then I get to go to lunch, and lunch makes me happy. So I'm back in the green zone. Then I have reading. Miss Moser likes to read, but sometimes reading's hard and it makes me sad. So I'm going to put myself in blue. And last, I get to go home. And I like to go home, but sometimes I wish that I could stay with my friends longer. So I'm going to put myself in between green and yellow, right on that line, because I like to be with my friends and my teacher, but I also like to go home too. So look at all these changes that I had throughout the day. I'm going to get my handy dandy marker here, and I'm going to connect my dots. So I was in the green zone for the first half of my morning, so that was good. And I stayed in the green zone, until I got to math. So I'm going to change markers. When I got to math, I turned into the yellow zone a little bit. So I'm going to draw my line up to yellow. And then I stay in the yellow zone just for a little bit until I get to lunch, which makes me happy. So I'm back in the green. And I'm going to draw my green zone line. I'm just going to connect my lines. Well, I stay in the green zone until lunch is over, and then it's reading, and reading's a little hard. So then I'm going to go to the blue zone. I'm using my blue marker. I know you can't see the colors very well, but they match. And I'm in the blue zone until, it's almost time to go home. And this is where I'm going to draw a little bit of green and some of yellow because I'm going to miss my friends. Sometimes I worry So this is my day, and look how I start out good, and then I go up to the yellow, I come back down. My zones change all throughout the day, just like my feelings and my emotions change. So we're going to do this together in class, and if you're remote, you can do this on your own, and you can take a picture and send it to Miss Moser. But we're going to look at how our feelings and our zones change throughout the day. Now, on this day, Miss Moser didn't get into the red zone any, but sometimes we might get up into the red zone. Our days might be different. So we could pretend like Miss Moser got really angry during math instead of frustrated, and I might have gotten up into the red zone then. Or when I went to lunch, I left my lunch at home. I packed it, but I left it at home, so I might have been angry at myself for leaving my lunch at home. So in lunch, I might have been in the red zone. So everybody's is going to look different. Everybody's going to have a different feeling and a different zone throughout their day for all their schedules. But I want us to be able to look at what happens throughout the day. We change. We don't feel the same thing all day long. And that's okay because that happens to all of us. Our feelings come and go, just like our story last week. They're like the waves in the ocean. So thank you for participating with me, and I look forward to seeing all of your daily zones.